Hey everybody, how you doing? Cheers.
Oh, yo, what's going on? Savage AF, we up in the building. This is what it is. And we're back in your
Forget your
face.
feelings, facts
Forget
matter.
your feelings. The only reason we're saying forget your feeling is because the algorithm. And if we say too many cuss words initially, we lose as many views.
Al Gore's rhythm. But
Okay,
we are
so
Savage AF nonetheless. Even
it's
pre 5 minutes in
right.
before we start cussing.
F your
Uh
feelings. Facts
Facts
matter.
matter. I'm
Yeah.
Black Pedro. This dude right
Um,
here, man. This
um,
guy.
Shang.
He's Shang, man. And we are here for you live Monday through Friday on YouTube and Facebook, simultaneously at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you
Right.
ever miss us live, get your finger out your nose, get your head out your ass,
Get your
and
shit
get to the
together.
YouTube page and get your life together. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. It's
Right.
scrolling at the bottom of the
You see it scrolling,
screen.
and if you don't go to the page and do what we ask you, get your life together. That was my song called "Get Your Life Together."
Yeah.
It's coming out on. I'm not sure when we're gonna be released records, but make sure that you go to the YouTube and click the look. Oh, click. Click the bell. Make sure you do that. And while you're there, you might as well give us these, because that makes your whole life more tasty. All right. And plus, I'm doing a show with a dude that I will never call a delectable morsel.
It's weird.
It's weird. It won't happen. Anybody in the feed that thinks that, kill yourself, because that ain't happening. So also make sure you check us out on the other social media platforms. But I gotta let y'all know something. It's very important. The likes and the subscribes are fantastic. We love that.
Especially when you're on Facebook and you go to Savage A.F.
We love
which
that.
is our fan page there. Savage
It's
A.F. Get that
fantastic.
in, man.
And
Speaking
we're
of
at
fans,
5,000. We're at 5,000.
there we
So
go.
thank you so much. The numbers went up.
The
We
checks in the
appreciate it.
mail.
Yes. Thank you for that. But there's another little platform I need y'all to do. What I need y'all to do for me is follow at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro, at Black Pedro. Black Pedro, Black. Is that how you say it? Black and
On the
Pedro, Black and
egg,
Pedro,
on the
Black and Pedro.
egg, Instagram.
On the Instagram, and also follow at Comedian Shang, Shang. You already know what it is. We got some people in the feed coming in now, but I want to let y'all know something. There's something else I got to let y'all know. There's something else I got to share with y'all. Okay, and it's important. It's important, and I don't know if Pedro knew this. It's very important.
What happened?
I was told myself I wasn't gonna cry about this, but
stay strong, bro.
All right, I need y'all to go to YouTube, okay? And there's a special on there.
Special.
I'm gonna get through this. All right, no, fuck it. There's a special you should go. It's called Black and Pedro. Make sure you click it, watch it, digest it, laugh at it,
share it
out, and then eat it again.
And share it too. Share that shit.
Share that shit.
Also, make sure you go to Amazon, Tubi, Apple TV right now. You can catch Shang starring in his special Shangry. Shang is Shangry. You know what it is. Speaking of building in the building,
let me just tell people thank you for getting us to 900,002.
There we go, baby.
Views.
Well, we're moving on up. Z-Nat Lynn, I'm sure you did your part. Damani Jones, I know he watched. Angie Porfili, that's a new name here, but welcome. Make sure you do all those things. Go to YouTube, go to Apple TV, Amazon, check out Shang. Queen B, I see you as well. Miss Adverb will sink your battleship. Shang, I think she's trying to collect money from you. I don't know what that is. Maya Baker, JRANYC.
Well, are we allowed to say well, okay, I won't say the actual word. I'll spell it TARD.
There you go. Don't never go full.
Yeah.
Treehead is in the building as well. Hey. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started, man, because we got to push through this one. It is 3:13 p.m. 313. What up, though? I see you, Detroit. Yeah. Let's go, man. All right, man. It's Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. in the time-space continuum, hump day, as they call it. Stop humping for a minute, y'all, while we run up on your ass with today's run-up.
Oh, wow. Well, that was pretty smooth the way you did that. I saw what you did.
We're going to end with a Shangry. Got Shang back in the building, yo. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, Black Pedro popping today. Hey, remember that trash compactor scene from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, slow your wave, okay? Last couple of elections have kind of shown the DEMS might be holding off this red wave that was supposed to be coming to wash over America and cleanse us of our sins and Mexicans.
And yeah, stop them right at the border.
And herbs.
We don't want them coming nowhere near the border.
But before we get into that, like I said, it's August 24th, 2022. Wednesday, y'all. And I just want to say, that's what I'm talking about.
No,
not that. No,
that's music. No, that.
Okay,
that's music. It sounded like I was saying a word, but it was actually making a music sound. But yo,
music.
Another semi used in the election win, I believe, for people that are out there, for Johnny Matrix, aka older than life Biden.
Joe born in the barrel Biden. All right, man. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Joseph Robinette Biden, your president of these United States, has announced that he is going to relieve debt. He got the tab. He's going to pick that up. $10,000 will be relieved. And then it'll be $20,000 for anybody who received a Pell Grant.
Right.
And that's $10,000 for anybody who makes less than $125,000. 90% of those people make $75,000 or less. So, it's going to help. This is going to help a lot of people. There are obviously people who are asking for even more.
Of course they are.
And I have no problem with it. If we have the money to subsidize and Joseph makes this point where he's like, if we have the money to subsidize banks and major corporations, billions and $1 trillion corporations, then why on earth can we not help out the middle and poor?
And also, you got to think about it. We spend more money, and when it comes to the military, on extraneous bullshit like toilet seats that cost, $15,000, a bolt on a helicopter, which you want a bolt to be secure, but $30,000, and on. But there's a lot of stuff, toilet paper handle, right. $13,000. And you think I'm joking, but I'm not. And that's why I was like, well, if you can spend the money on that, if you can give the top 1% of 1% who has billions of dollars of tax break, if you can give them Amazon, who I love. I don't want y'all to think I don't. I love those motherfuckers.
Make sure you watch Shangry on Amazon right now.
So put that in there. No,
niggas have conflicts and shit.
Just like with Facebook, I got conflict. But I'm saying we spend so much money on so much other bullshit. Why not help people who got student loans? And that debt, it can actually weigh a person down until they're old as me. And I'm 78 years old.
Well, that's one of the that's part of the more long-term problems, because, of course, there's and JRA calls him Joe Debt Relief Biden. Ms. Averb is Joe Bailout Biden. But, the opposition talks about how this will, increase inflation in the future. But the counter to that is, like you said, the debt weighing people down, that creates long-term detrimental effects to our economy as well, where people aren't able to buy homes, people aren't able to move up in society. So, we end up outsourcing jobs and whatnot. People, there's a lot of people who end up out here both in debt and without a degree.
Right.
which I believe in economic terms is called ass out. Because now you can't, now you in debt for some shit you can't pay for because you didn't get the
Well,
job that you
okay,
needed the
so
education to get.
what Biden did, and we gonna see, and he's like, "I got you, no problem. I got you, bitch, got you." What can the Republicans say other than there's going to be high inflation down the line and all that other stuff? But what can they say with the past 3 months of the shit that he's done, pretending to, he basically started off as Build Back Better, and the shit turned into something that was workable for, Manchin and Sinema, those two little calculating cunts. But the bottom line is, hey, he's been winning lately. And I was dissing him for a while there. And he's like, Shang, shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Black Pedro, shut up.
Miss Averb said, I hate when Joe talks to me like that, man. It's so rude.
Yeah, you see how he tells you?
Miss Averb says, if you make 125K a year, you can buy a home. In theory, is how I want to respond to that. But when people are saddled with this debt from college, you know what I mean? And, some people are carrying 6 figures at a certain point. Once people are saddled with this debt, it does affect, their credit and their ability to make moves on property. So,
right.
While on paper, 125K a year, you would think would allow you to make that move. While carrying educational debt, it's hard.
Yeah. AJ Fit comes in hot, as he always do. AJ Fit, I hear you, and I agree with you.
Just shoulder in the comment section like, who
wants to lift some weights with me?
Biden has almost sent $100 billion to Ukraine, a war no one else wants to be involved in. That much could have solved homelessness, bought homes for them, and provided food, and still pay off student loans. It's not just Biden sending it. Congress is involved in these decisions as well. It's our government is sending it. It's not just Joe Biden, but I honestly believe we have money to do both, and
right. But
somebody needs to. People need to help. Countries need to help the Ukraine.
But
Russia can't be doing that shit.
But
we have domestic problems. We have domestic problems.
We got domestic problems too. You can't take
they're throwing money at it now.
No, well, okay, this is where we disagree, and I disagree with some people. You can't take care of your own home. If your leg's broke, you can't run down and help somebody and save somebody. If I'm fucked up, I can't. I'm fucked up, and you're fucked up, then we all fucked up, and we gonna be all right. I'm saying, but the bottom line is, you can't fix other people's shit unless your own shit is fixed. And we got a major shit we deal with homeless here and racism. The other thing I found out he did, which kind of made me a little bit angry, even though I like what he's doing now. And I like what he's doing. He's like, you goddamn right, Shane. I'm doing a motherfucking thing. Even though I'm 900 years old. And I used to till the soil. I used to till the soil where Jesus used to live.
Joe balls on Republicans, chin Biden.
But this is something I don't know if it's true. And somebody in the feed, maybe you can help me with. Oh, Carolina Boss is in the building. Help me with this. They said Biden gave the farmers in the Ukraine billions of dollars to help them, but Black farmers have been asking for help here and receive nothing. Now, for some reason, we can go help white folks over in the Ukraine that we really don't have shit to do with, that haven't helped build America like Black folks. But we can't help Black folks here that help build America, Black farmers. Also, if you look at a lot of stuff that's going on here that Black people have been asking for, reparations, because it was basically built off of our backs. That's I have a problem with.
We can't point all of that at Biden.
We can't point all of it at Biden.
America has a whole history of that. Also, understand that a lot of wheat, when you talk about Ukrainian farmers, like wheat is probably their largest export, and they're a major exporter on the global, food chain in terms of wheat, which is, a very basic element in so many foods. A lot of that wheat goes to African countries and in the Middle East too. So, in that sense, by helping, Ukrainian farmers, this country was still helping Black people, and on a global scale, helping poor people continue to eat. So, I was thinking about your analogy of like when your leg is broken, you can't really go help anybody else or whatever. But while I understand that, it when we're talking about this kind of stuff, like wiring money around the globe or whatever, like we America can do both of those. So we can help Ukraine. I don't want to disparage our efforts to help Ukraine.
No.
I think we just need to understand that we can do both here. So let's just fight for the things that we need here. You know what I mean? And yes, use those as examples. Like, well, if we have the money for that, then we probably also have the money. It's not like don't give them that money, spend it all on Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's like we have that money there and we got the money over here too. And it's about our government's will to do the right things. This Biden's debt forgiveness program, I think is a positive step.
I'm not saying no,
and a large step towards that. So
it's a positive step, but again,
also there would be like a 20-year cap on your debt. If you pay for 20 years, also they're capping the percentage of your income. So you won't pay more than 5% of your income. So they're kind of rationalizing that or prorating that.
Pedro, you got a message. You got a message.
F that, Pedro. Us meaning the U.S. first. Yeah, but elections, demographic changes, things like that. That's all going to determine who the U.S. is.
You got another message, Pedro.
Pedro, you quick to throw ish on Trump's shoulders, but when it's Biden's defensive, much. When it's Biden, I'm defensive much. Well, I think when we talk, I mean, it depends on what we talking about, AJ, though, right? Like, there are certain things that are like on Trump, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like niggas in prison, right? Like, that's not on Trump.
But what I'm saying is there's some things
except for the 5 kids in
Biden helping, that's cool. I'm not saying that, and I'm saying this to AJ Fit and anybody else that's reading. Biden, you're doing some good shit. I gotta admit, a bipartisan bill, which it really wasn't that bipartisan in my attitude, but we had 2 little defectors that actually defected back to us for a minute, Manchin and Sinema. Those bitches, and they still deserve hands all up their back, or hands up all like in their head area, the eyebrow area, the whole fucking neck area, just all in their neck, just chops to their neck. But Biden has been winning with some of the things he's doing. The chip policy where they were going to build the computer chips. No, those are wins. Still won't matter to the Republicans. They still gonna vote for Trump because they're fucking idiots and they all deserve to eat a bowl of tax. But still.
Well, speaking of taxes, Maya Baker so wisely points out we would have a hell of a lot of money to solve issues abroad as well as at home if we would properly tax billionaires and corporations, period. And, that was a part of the Inflation Reduction Act. Is a higher taxation on the very billionaires and corporations that you reference here, Maya. So
right.
That's in the works too. And I think that's why Biden is going around like this. Like, we in the money.
Right.
Hey, is that Jeff Bezos check in yet? Cool.
It's coming.
The money. It's there is a shift towards that. So, while individual presidents are, responsible for their actions within their presidency, like there were a lot of things that Obama just wasn't allowed to do. Right. As crazy as that sounds, being the most powerful man in the world, opposing party, Senate and House can negate all of that shit, right? So, individual basis is probably a better way to, or case by case is probably a better way to judge presidents. In terms of Trumpty Dumpty, the only thing I'm aware he really did was a tax cut for the rich, which put us in debt. So, and that's pretty, like Maya said, like if you tax these motherfuckers right, we have cash. If you not,
if you just put it this way, if you just tax Amazon, you could do damage to put a dent in the homelessness situation, all that other shit. But these bitches out there, I'm saying the Republicans are bitches. They can be bitches, and they deserve a smacking like Pedro does at reunions.
Wherever I
But
go.
when he's at a reunion, if you want to slaptastic, but I'm saying the bottom line
Shut
is,
your mouth.
I'm just saying the bottom line is, I'm not saying Biden didn't do a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's not the one. But the bottom line is, he still got some shit that I'm still suspect on. And it's hard for me to lean totally into him, like AJ Fitz saying. I'm not giving him a pass, but at the same time, you got to give him props when props due. You got damn right. Slick a dicky. Yeah. Boom, pow, in your face. Look
Carolina boss, we see you out there too, man. Stay tough. I know California smells a little rough in the area you're going through. So, deep breaths, short exhales. Yeah, so we'll keep it pushing, but that was the big announcement for today. With Biden, he's gotten another thing through, and actually this wasn't like a bill that was voted on. I think it's provisionally through the Department of Education that he's able to just kind of make an executive move on this, and Republicans feel like it's a slap in the face because they really help. I mean, hurt. They really hate help.
Hate.
They really hate helping poor people, dog.
Wait a minute, Pedro. Okay,
I got it together, dog. They really hate.
You really hate
helping.
Hate. That's what you said.
I got my words confused, but they really hate helping.
And you know what? He flipped flop. You're gonna speak.
There you go.
I mean, he was a lot. But what I feel like, let's see what they could do. Because I think that a lot of the Republicans are so low on the fucking totem pole.
Hilarious.
They're snakes. They're human snakes. But the bottom line is, these are wins, and I want to see if this will help in the 2022 election to tote that out there. Like, yeah, bitches, all y'all did was insurrection. Look what we did. And then you see all these older dudes that went to college and they throwing their money in it, like, our debt's cleared. So I want to see what happens. And
return of the Mac.
Yeah, I want to see what happens. And AJ Fitt is just going hard to paint today. Elon came out and said he has no problem paying taxes, but make everyone else also. Shut the fuck up, Elon.
Everybody is paying taxes.
Yeah, and they already paying taxes more than you.
Maybe he means
other billionaires.
All the other billionaires.
Yeah.
He better mean that.
And you know what? Let's go on to some of the comments. Ms. Abrams said, "We'll sink your battleship. Republicans just want to hoard money." Absolutely. If you give the top 1% of the 1%, I'm not talking about the 1%. I'm talking about the top 1% of the 1%. I'm not talking about the motherfuckers that's building brains in their yard because they're so rich.
0.1%.
They're 0.1% of percentage of all percentage of 1%. Now, Carolina Boss says Biden going to forgive $10K in student debt. They're going to have to claim it on taxes, and that's going to mess everybody up. Don't believe me, just watch. So what do you say to that, Pedro?
Well, no.
Yeah.
Flick
it black. Answer.
I'm not positive on that. I haven't looked up that aspect, but and nobody's mentioned anything about that. But it won't. It's not like I don't think they'll be sending everybody $10,000 checks. You know what I mean? I think it'll be probably worked out on the back end between the Department of Education and the loan outlets. So in that sense, it wouldn't be a gain, or income, or I don't even think you can consider it a gift. It'd be, so. I don't agree with you on that, boss. I'm gonna go ahead and say, man. And I know we want to look for the whammy in it, but I think ultimately this will just be a good thing. But again, for some people need more help than this. So for some people, it's not enough, but it is something, and it is a step in the right direction. So I think we all need to applaud that. It is a good move. Just kind of wish it would help me out, but yeah, I'm past that. Anyways, man, Savage AF, you know what it is. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. Before you get ahead of yourself, speaking of politics and GOP and Republicans, and just slow your wave, okay? with the inflation and gas prices the way they were, and inflation is up still, but like gas prices in particular, the way that was, and the economy was being pitched as in the tank, even though jobs are up and unemployment is down. Republicans kind of had themselves poised exactly.
They thought they were going through this, man.
Ride a wave of blood and take over the Senate and the House, and then have control.
But you know what? That's why I was saying on the last topic was basically saying, you know what? Will these things that would happen with Biden? I mean Biden. See, both of us just saying flip. No, but what happened with Biden? Relieving debt and 10K for people, and I got that. Will this help the Democrats and use that as a weapon with a bunch of delusional ass, racist, xenophobic, bitch ass motherfuckers that are on the right, that all they want is white supremacy and their dear leader to fucking win? But do you think that wave is slowly turning from red to blue, motherfucker? In your dick.
Well, last night yesterday there was a special election in New York in a kind of like purple region of the state, in which a young Democrat, Pat Ryan, defeated what's his name, Mark Molinaro,
right?
A kind of right winger Republican. He defeated him in a special election. So that's a seat that Democrats will retain. Maybe it's a gain for them. I'm not quite sure, but either way, it is a blow for the Republicans who need to gain every seat that they can. And everybody's kind of looking at it as a kind of a bellwether for the this kind of halting of this wave, where if in a region like this, and this kid Pat Ryan, he got more. I'm saying kid, he's probably my age.
I know. But, why did you say it like that?
But in politics, 40 is like, hey, young buck. Miss McConnell's like, I remember the 1800s. But Pat Ryan, he's gotten more support than Joe Biden did, and Biden won that like 50-48. But Pat Ryan is at like 51, a little over 51%, to 48% for Molinaro. So it's kind of, people are looking at it as a bit of a telltale about.
Well, you know what shift. What made me think might be a shift when I saw what happened in Kansas, when I saw them go that heavy. Yeah. Pretending, and you know what, the Roe versus Wade, abortion is what's on the fucking thing, where they gonna be like, yo, y'all trying to take a woman's right away from their pussy, and since you trying to be pussy snatchers and pussy right snatchers, we gonna snatch away your seat, bitch. And that's what I think it is. And right now, if you look at the way it's going, that's what made me go, oh, this shit might tip. But I did think it was going to be a bloody wave of murder of the House of Dragon and sodomy. Yeah, but no, it might be a blue wave.
That looks like Listerine. I want to address.
It does. No, that's a real wave.
My mouth just got fresh. Yeah. Miss Adverb will sink your battleship. I want to address you. This is a comment off our last topic, but she said, my child is looking at UC Berkeley, Davis, and Pepperdine. What is 10K gonna do but make me mad? Well, first of all, since he's still looking at schools, make sure you are looking at grants, most specifically. Find every grant for Negro, Native American, Latino,
right?
Anything that whatever he might qualify for.
Find a grant if he's
niggas who wear hoodies. Yeah, like
I don't give a fuck who it is. I
Snoop
wish
Dogg Death Row Foundation is.
Yeah, I don't give it what it is. I don't care.
There's money to find. If it's
don't
look in your bank account first.
The Nicki Minaj coochie pop grant. I don't give a fuck. Look for those grants and get it done. But the bottom line is what's happening. If you look at the way the Republicans, they were getting cocky, and now they're starting to get a little apprehensive. When you see Turtle Face actually go, I don't know if we could possibly. It might be good. Oh, it might be bad. Oh, I want some lettuce. Don't turn me on my back. I mean, that's what I think's going to happen.
And I'm gonna connect us back to our current topic through,
since they still on that shit.
But T says he's super happy about they are super happy about the 10K. It doesn't come close to making a significant difference with my balance, but with the reduction, changes in the IDP and loan forgiveness program, I finally feel hopeful. Well, just understand that none of that hope was brought to you by any Republicans, okay? None of them want you to have your debt reduced.
They don't want your debt reduced. They don't want you to have your rights. They don't want you to have your rights over your pussy. They don't want you to have your rights as a black person in America. They want to roll back the clock. They want to, if you want to marry a person of a different color, they want to roll that back. Because if you look at the marriage equality thing, that's all wrapped in that Republican thought process. And the Supreme Court's already talked about it. And Coonalicious Thomas already said that we should revisit that. And how dare he when he's married to John Goodman? When the motherfucker...
No, that's John Candy, dog.
No, John Candy.
Is she John Candy or Goodman?
All I know is that bitch looked like Madden.
She looked like Fat Thor, like when he was out of shape.
Exactly. But okay, you got another one, man. What's going on with you and AJ Fit? What is there?
Oh no, man, it's just brothers pushing each other to be as best as we can.
Okay, now I'm gonna read it in his voice. Is Biden going to help all the people in Texas with unwanted lakefront homes, brother? That's all I'm saying. Is that what's going to happen? Because if it is,
So Joseph Robinette Biden is president of the United States. So he got 50 of them to look over. But each state has its own president. It's called a governor. And in Texas, let's hold Greg, my wheelchair don't work underwater Abbott, accountable above Biden. So if he declares a state of emergency and needs federal help, I'm pretty sure Biden will be there. But, first and foremost of Greg Abbott is to keep Texas safe. So let's call for wheelchair Willie first.
Well, no, I don't give a. Well, first off, Texas, like not all of Texas, but all of Texas that has people that are racist. I hope y'all all drown. I hope you all drown. Hope you all get hit by a boat while you're drowning. So I don't want you just to drown. I want you like, ain't that fucked up? Not only did he fall in the water, a boat hit him. That's what I mean. Fuck them all.
She would be a good Louis Anderson.
She would absolutely look like Louis Anderson.
Jenny Thomas. Sorry, go ahead.
But I'm just saying, it's like if you said help the people in Texas, I could give a fuck about wheelchair Willie. I hope he get on a hill in San Francisco during traffic. But the thing is, if you look at how the Republicans constantly do shit, not to help people, but to just go against the Democrats or go against the woke. You got to understand, DeSantis said, as soon as I win, and there's a very good chance he can win, wokeness will be dead. It'll be a thing of the past. You can put dirt on its back. All that other bullshit. They are about just keeping, and I'm going to keep it real, white supremacy in their hands to the point where nobody else can get a fucking say. And that's it. That's what the fucking Biden saying Biden's not president. Well, if I didn't win, they're a bunch of pussy ass children. If I didn't win, you didn't win, and then nobody wins. Like Putin. Putin's like that. If you guys don't let me take some shit, then I'll just blow up the world.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yeah, they're bitches, and they're all bitches. And anybody that excellent. Greg Slingshot Abbott.
We also got a Greg Hot Wheels Abbott.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Hot Wheels don't float.
I'm not saying, and I've been to Texas, and I've been to parts of Texas where I was like, I literally walked around and passed out teeth because they had no all this shit right here missing. A whole bunch of fucking pumpkins down there, jack-o'-lanterns. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Pedro,
pumpkin chunkin'.
If the Republicans lose, I said it again. I say and I say again. I want to let you know there's going to be a civil war. They gonna come out and try to kill us because we won the fair and square in an election that they lost. 7 million more votes than you bitches. By the way, eat a dick.
Well.
And you think they're gonna get mad? That's why Pedro said he's not gonna stand in front, but I think he'll at least toss me one of his guns.
Greg Strong forearms, Abbott. AJ Fit always gonna bring in the the kinesiology to it.
So yeah, Greg Strong, Greg Strong forearms.
It's all of this right here. He's probably got good shoulder game too, I would assume.
So now I'm gonna ask you this, Pedro, and then we'll move on because we're zooming through the show, but it's cool. Thank y'all for fucking following us and getting our page
fucking
up.
Following us, man.
Thank you for fucking following us, and thank you for fucking making our page go up over into the thousands. We appreciate it, but we need YouTube to match that. And if you can't match it, then you know what? You're not on our team. Here we go. All right,
here we go, y'all. So
no, I just
Savage, we're gonna move. We're gonna move forward, man.
Move forward,
but yeah, the Dems, you know.
But what if the Republicans lose and we got a blue wave anyway because of their bullshit with what they did with abortion, what they did with all of the wins from the Democrats, and the red wave don't happen? You think these rednecks ain't gonna lose their fucking mind and have another insurrection?
The neck of the Reds, hey, but you know we got to keep doing our part, and if we get there, then you know that's
we gonna see. Well, we gonna see.
Mom's house is gonna be on electric. It's gonna be on solar on Monday. Let's go, y'all.
Well, all right, man. I offered you one of my guns, but you couldn't.
She can't bring it in on the plane. That 1911 has your name.
You trying to get me Cat Williams caught up? What am I?
She has a nice collection. Maya does. Great power chop, Abbott. Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna keep it pushing like we do. Savage AF. And as I do it, man, you know me, brother like me, how I do what I do. I'm gonna do a little something like
hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another popping to let you know what's popping.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. Go Tigers. 6-1 victory over the Giants of San Francisco.
Oh.
Shout out to Miss Adverb for that one. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Why my team is better.
Wow. That was so slick. Why my team is better. But let's talk about something else. Yeah.
Y'all remember that in Star Wars, and they get on the Death Star, and they're going to save like Princess Leia or whatever, and it's like Chewie and Han and Luke and Leia, who don't even know they twins at this point. Spoiler alert. But they end up down this trash compactor. They're in the shootout. They got to jump down this vent, and they end up in the trash compactor. Yeah. And at some point, the walls start closing in. And when I tell y'all that right now, it might not seem like it. Actually, I was gonna say he's Luke Skywalker, but we'll leave him as Chewie, a big kind of brown, orangey, hairy motherfucker. Your boy Donald Trumpty Dumpty is in that trash compactor on the Death Star right now. Yes, sir. The walls are closing in. Maybe Chewie wasn't in there, huh? Was it just those two?
Yeah, it was.
All right, so we'll put him as Han then. But because Luke Skywalker is just too good a guy for him to be compared to Trump. But yeah, man, he's in that trash compactor right now, and the walls are closing in, and C-3PO and R2-D2 are in the tower, and you know they're not quite hearing the message, and it's getting closer and closer. Now I know in the movie ultimately they don't get smashed to bits, but this ain't a movie, son. This ain't a movie, dog.
Well, say your little fantasy after your little fantasy. Black
man,
Pedro.
Listen, because they've come out now with the more details that You know, there's like highly classified information in the documents that Trumpty Dumpty had. At this point, it's not even about did he take, like he's admitted to take, they, you know, they were there. They also have surveillance video from Mar-a-Lago that shows various individuals going in and out of the space and what appears to be box switching. See, I was saying, I think I said this yesterday while you were gone, saying that we're gonna in 2 years we're gonna end up sounding exactly like Trump supporters sound now. We'll be like, yeah, man, they switched out the boxes and the fucking machines were corrupted, and now Russia has taken over, and Trump stole the election, man. And Joseph Robinette Biden is the rightful president of the United States. We're gonna sound like that in 2 years because all of this shit is about to get flipped. But it appears on video that there may have been some sort of box switching while people are going in and out of that space that's supposed to be as secure as a skiff room. So with all of that there, I think it's clearly just coming down to will Merrick Garland have the fucking, because right now these are investigations, but you know, will he have the fucking balls to indict?
No, I disagree, but go ahead.
No, that's it for me, man. Is that, you know, much like that scene in Star Wars, the walls are closing in on Trumpty Dumpty, and I'm not sure that the droids, the bots, are going to be there to help.
Okay, first off, Pedro, I want to say to everybody, Pedro fell and hit his head. So his Black Pedro popped in today.
I've been drinking.
There's no. I've changed again. I flip-flopped 4 times on this. But this
how many
time
pairs you got?
A lot of floppiness. Anybody in the feed, this is my point is this. He has gotten away with so much shit. There's a reason they call him Teflon Don. And I think that white people are going to let him.
Because it rhymes.
Well, that's true. You know, there's no other reason. They're going to let him get away with this shit. He's not going to jail. He's not going to be indicted. I think Giuliani is going to be indicted. I think that some of the lower level
vampire prison,
right? And then they're gonna have to put him.
No,
he'll be alive but dead at the same. No, I'm just saying. I think that they're going to let him get away with it because I think that Merrick Garland is afraid of the ramifications of a civil war. I've been riding that for a while because I really do believe it. After you see what they did at January 6th, what makes you think they wouldn't do this shit if they lose in 2022 and say it's fake, it's a hoax, it's not real, we won the election, you didn't win the election. Even though they actively know they lost, they still say the shit. They don't care about that. And I think that the Merrick Garland, just like, what was the dude look like, the Munsters, when they had the impeachment? What's the motherfucker?
Like the Munsters?
Yeah, he was the person it was up to him and he put it back on Congress. And then
talking about
Mueller, the Mueller report.
Gotcha.
Like Mueller had 10 different things he said that looked criminal. And they still let the motherfuckers slide. The Republicans are a bunch of bitches, little backbite bitches, and they're going to just suck up to him. Half of them live in the left cheek of his anus passage. So it's just not going to happen. So I see what you're saying. But the bottom line is, they're going to let that motherfucker go. They're going to let him go, and we're going to sit back and go, ain't this a bitch?
He's not getting out the trash compactor. That's my pop-in for today, though. That's all it is, man. The walls are closing in, bro. More and more evidence, crime after crime. He has 2 black women on his ass right now.
Yeah, and he hates that.
Sonny Willis and Letitia James. Like, listen, when you got 2 black prosecutors, women, on your ass, the questions they ask, they already know the answer, dog. Right. Even if you didn't do it, you better plea. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, plea bargain, dog, because that shit's over.
You good luck with that. I'm telling you, Merrick Garland may have fooled me once. You fooled me once, fooled me twice. He ain't gonna fool me 3 times. Merrick Garland is not gonna have the cojones, the fucking balls, to go against the Trump organization. And it's not gonna happen, baby. Okay.
That's my boss.
And all the people and all trolls eat a dick. Just want to put that in there just for me. Savage AF, make sure. Yeah. Now, Savage AF, I'm gonna make sure to show that real quick before we get up out of here that you need to do something for us that helps us help you. Make sure you go check it out. It's scrolling down there. Subscribe to the channel. A little something like this. Give us those thumbs up. Give us the likes. Follow us on the IG at Black Pedro and at Comedian Shang. Make sure you follow us on that, and you'll feel better about your life. People in the feed, if you're new to the show, make sure you do that too. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and we will always be indebted to you. Now, my Shangry. No, that was almost a Bill Cosby now. Now. Okay. I just want to say that I'm seeing some shit that is disturbing me, even though we talked about a red wave, blue wave, but this is a wave of doo-doo that I see coming. Oh, what's going on, monkey see, monkey do?
The brown wave.
The brown wave is coming. The brown wave. The brown. You see, Pedro.
Stinky wave.
The brown wave is coming.
No. Oh God.
And you're probably.
Well, look, and it's right at me. Look, the way it looks like it's on me.
No, I didn't mean it. Okay.
That lined up right on my cheek.
Okay. Well, the brown wave is definitely coming, and I'm letting you know why. Because a lot of the Trumplicans or Trump followers are winning. Arizona, they won. And you see this fake automatron bitch, just absolutely fake. Sarah Palin coming back. You got to think, I forget, this JD Vance fucking won, and he is he's insane. Yeah. He's insane in the membrane. And I'm saying this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a shit stain of fucking Republicans. Matt Gaetz just won. Matt, sex trafficker. I look like I should be fighting He-Man. Look at that fucking forehead. Look at that evil.
That Lego hair.
That Lego hair. Look at this evil face bitch. This sex trafficking bitch. This is a picture of him, and this is one of the women he kidnapped. That's what's going to happen. And I know you're saying to yourself, oh, well, you mean. And what's happening is these other Republicans are following the fucking playbook of monkey see, monkey do of saying the worst shit in the world, the worst shit they could say, and the people are following them. And I mean, oh shit, that's what they're doing. So right now, don't get it twisted. If we see ourselves going back to Jim Crow, if you see ourselves going back to democracy being full of shit, because Georgia will cheat. If you see all of the different stuff that is happening with these Republicans that are winning, we're going to have a fight on our hands in 2022, even though it's not going to be a blue wave, but it's going to definitely be a shit wave.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm letting you know. That's how I feel about it in the discussion. Hopefully the motherfuckers come out and vote instead of acting like it don't count. And we got the highest interest in a midterm in a long time. I hope we can come through and win these bitches, especially get some of these crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene, silverback, fucked up, racist, xenophobic cunts out of office. That's what I want. I hope it happens. Savage AF in your fucking grill.
This would be a good election to poop on. Savage AF, y'all. You know what it is, man. Yeah, Rain of Love. That's what happens when you come in late. You come into the poop part.
Yeah, you came into a wrong part of the
Savage AF, man. You know what it is. We're gonna bounce out of here today. That's your show for
okay, and we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, make sure you check us out if you're in the San Diego area. We'll be doing a show. Yeah, that's right. We'll be doing a show. Let me get this out the way. Boom. At Mic Drop Comedy Club. We're gonna be Sunday, September 4th at 7 p.m. Pedro will actually be selling foot inserts.
Yeah. And
that smile. But make sure you come check us out if you're in the San Diego area. Go to the website and you can check it out. Boom! I made it big there. Bam! There it is. I'm trying to get to these fucking things.
It look like I'm selling pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, it's a good picture. Caltrex can help you. But make sure you check us out in San Diego. We will see you then, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you tell your friends, subscribe to the channel. If you like two brothers that talk about what's going on in a way that we can easily break it down and understand. There you go.
Break it down. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, we are out of here like last year.